Hello everyone, today I'm going to do part one of a series of videos dealing with the Eagle Racing MD2 motor dyno. As you can see here, this is the MD2 motor dyno unit, and you have what comes out of the box. Now, there is also one other thing that comes with the box, which is this. Good luck reading it. All right, but I can help you out with, doing these tutorial videos to give you a better understanding of what it does, how to set it up, how to analyze your information when it comes onto here, and how you can even go further with analyzing your information by using a special computer program. But I'll tell you about that later on in the next videos. I'm just going to basically break down what comes with the MD2 motor dyno and what you will need in addition to get this dyno running. As you can see, there's a few components missing which you'll ultimately need to get it going. Anyway, so you got the MD2 motor dyno here. So you got multiple functions here. You got menu stop, increment, next, enter, and you have around the outer edge of the screen different labels. So voltage, current, RPM, horsepower, total time, torque, cycle left, efficiency, and processing time. All right, you might be able to see that okay, but it's just on the around the screen there. Now, we'll look at what ports are on this thing here. You have your ESC input, so you're going to need a speed control to go with this. A sensor input, all right, I will show you where that sensor will go, what sensor will go into that, sorry. You have these battery connectors, which will power your dyno. Now there are two methods of powering this unit. You can use your LiPo batteries, or you can use a DC 12-volt input. But when it comes to doing motor dynos and analyzing, your motor, I would think using your own batteries would be the best way to get a more accurate understanding of how your motor performs, especially because you're going to use the same batteries, the same speed control, the same batteries. You might as well just use everything as a package with your dyno so you can see exactly what your batteries are doing or how your batteries are reacting to the loads from the motor, so on and so forth. So you can buy the optional DC 12-volt input, but I think the batteries would do just fine, and they do a really good job. So you have your input here, or your output, sorry, here. Now this will go to your speed control. I'll show you all that later. Then you have this USB port. This USB port will take the information from your dyno that you've just collected from your motor dyno run, and it will put it into your computer. I'll show all that later on. Now we'll move on to the actual dyno housing. I guess you could call it the housing. Now this is all machined aluminum, really nicely done. So you got the back here where you will take your brushless motor and put it in like so, and it's just a simple clamping device. I'll show you a neat little trick involving a zip tie, which will help really make sure that motor is secure. I'll show that in a later video. And this is obviously kind of like a bit of a bridge to protect the flywheel if anything was to happen. This is your flywheel itself. This guy is made out of steel. It's about 120 grams. Now, it's on a relatively light side, but it still adds a fairly decent load to the motor. But I know there's someone out there that's actually manufacturing one of these, which he can also provide the plans for it if you want to decide and go ahead and make your own flywheel. So there are two holes, one for your set screw, which will lock down onto your motor output shaft, and then you have the other side, which is just a counterbalance. And then you have this plastic cutout disc here, which will ultimately collect all your data. Well, it will produce the data because there's a little light right inside here, which will shine through these perforations. All right. So there you go. That's what you get out of the box, and that was just kind of a very simple, easy way of explaining what each thing does. Oh, this is your cable, which will go into the sensor input. All right. Now, what do you need? What do you need in order to complete this? You will need, obviously, a motor. Any motor. I think it also says something along the lines of nothing below a 13.5. If you go to like a really fast motor, like a modified motor, you better batten down the hatches and run out the room, because I'm pretty sure that dyno flywheel will just rip apart. Your speed control. You obviously want a speed control that's fully wired and ready to go. As you can see here, I'm just using this one for demonstration purposes. You will need the ESC input to go into this port here. So you know that little the wire, the signal wire that goes to your receiver will go into there. The wires coming off of here will connect to your motor, and then you'll have these wires here connected to your battery input. All right, I'll show you all that later. You'll need batteries. You know, you could have a couple of batteries if you choose, or you could just use one, whichever is fine. Also, you will need one of these cables here. I'm not too sure what the type of cable it is, but this cable here will help unlock more features, which will give you the opportunity to see the information on an Excel spreadsheet. Basically, this takes the information off your dyno, off this little screen, and it will put it onto your computer so you can see it on a very basic Excel spreadsheet. All right. In addition, you will also need a laptop computer. From what I understand, you just need a regular PC. I don't know if a MacBook will work. You'll have to find out for yourself. Just a regular PC. And I will show you the other things involved with, you know, downloading the program. You know, where to download the program is one thing. It took me a while to find out where the actual website is, but I'll do that in the next video. So in the next video, I'm going to set everything up so you can see how everything looks before you start doing your dyno analysis. All right.